Imagine walking into court at just 18 years old, facing a felony murder case with your parents in the back row and the victim's family only a few feet away. That's exactly what's happening here with Roberto Monreal. This isn't the trial yet. This is a high-stakes hearing where the judge has to decide how this case will move forward. Who will represent Roberto, and how much the parents are allowed to be involved. Watch how Judge Boyd balances strict legal rules with a very human situation. Grieving parents, worried parents, and a teenager treated as an adult under the law. As you listen, ask yourself, should parents be allowed at the defense table, or do these rules actually protect the case from being torn apart later?
So you're not allowed to come up here with him unless you're coming as witnesses, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, are you Roberto Monreal? No, but she isn't. No, you need to.
I got excited. I saw you.
Oh, no, hi. Oh, yeah, he's a. All right, so let me explain something to you. I understand that you're his parents, and he seems very young to me. But once they're charged with a felony offense, they're considered legally to be an adult, right? So you're not allowed to come up here with him unless you're coming as witnesses, okay? But you can come to court and everything, but he's here with his attorneys, all right? And what I can tell you is this, because I know parents are concerned. We want to be involved, right? And we want to know everything that's happening. But this is what I'm going to tell you. I've been a defense attorney before, and I'm sure they'll tell you. If you're in on their meetings with him where they're discussing things, it's no longer confidential. That means that the state can call you as a witness to figure out, if they want to, what happened, what was said. So even though you're his parents, he's an adult, they're his attorneys. What I can tell you about these two attorneys, nothing's going to happen unless y'all know about it. Nobody's going to, yes.
Those are the victim's parents.
That's the victim's parents.
Oh.
His mom is in the courtroom.
Hey, Mom.
There's the victim's parents.
Okay, they said they were the parents. All right.
No, I'm not his parent.
Okay, so you all need to step back.
This moment looks almost awkward, but it's legally huge. The judge isn't just being cold when she tells people to step back. Once someone is charged with a felony, the law treats them as an adult, even if they still look like a kid to us. That means mom and dad don't get automatic front row access to private attorney-client conversations. If they sit in those meetings, attorney-client privilege can be blown wide open, and the state can drag them onto the witness stand to repeat everything that was said. On top of that, we get a tense twist. The people the court thought were the defendant's parents are actually the victim's parents. Two families, one courtroom, and a judge trying to keep order and protect the integrity of the case. If you were in that situation, where would you want to sit?
Yeah.
Whoa. Hi, Mom. Everything's going to be fine. All right. All right. So you want an appointment of a second chair,
Yes, Joe.
and that will be granted. And I'm assuming are you retained or no?
Well, as part of the bond situation, yes. As part of the bond conditions, I am retained.
All right. So what I'm going to need to do, if you want the court to appoint a second chair, I need to get some information about his finances.
I can tell you, it was a big effort to make the bond, and I can tell you that he is.
Oh, well, I need to call him to see. All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 006058B, State versus Roberto Monreal. Can I have parties announce?
Mick Aguilar on behalf of Roberto Monreal.
And I'm sorry, this is just for an appointment of a second chair, State.
Understood.
All right. And are you Mr. Monreal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Roberto Monreal.
All right. So, defendant, you're asking for the appointment of a second chair?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If you want to ask your client questions about financial.
Absolutely, Judge. You already stated your name.
Yes, sir.
And how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
And how long have you been 18?
A month, like short of a month.
Okay. And are you currently working?
No, sir.
Okay. And before you bonded out, how long were you in jail?
About 3 months.
Okay. And before those 3 months, were you working?
No, no, sir.
So you have no assets at all? in your name?
No, sir.
Okay, and where are you living?
With my mom.
And your dad lives in
Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I know it was a group effort to make the bond
Yes, sir.
between your mom and dad,
Yes, sir.
and they're separated, divorced?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the funds to hire a second attorney on the capital murder?
No, sir.
Have you looked into it, or your parents looked into it?
Hiring a second attorney?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Roberto, are you currently going to school?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you graduated from high school?
No, sir.
And how short are you to graduate?
3 credits away, sir.
Okay. And you're currently on GPS monitor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how are you paying the monitor fee?
My mom is, sir.
Okay, so you can't even afford the $300 monitoring fee
No,
yourself?
sir.
Listen to how quietly devastating this financial questioning is. Roberto is 18, hasn't finished high school, hasn't been working, spent about 3 months in jail, and has 0 assets in his name. Even the $300 GPS monitor fee isn't coming from him. Yet he's facing a felony murder and aggravated robbery case that could shape the rest of his life. In serious cases like this, especially where capital-level punishment is on the table or being discussed, a second chair isn't a luxury, it's an extra safeguard. 2 defense attorneys can divide the heavy lifting. One focusing on the law and motions, the other on witnesses, investigation, and trial strategy. The judge has to figure out whether this young defendant has any realistic way to hire that extra lawyer. Clearly, the answer here is no. And that's what pushes the court toward appointing one to keep the process as fair as possible.
All right. I'm going to grant the motion. I'll appoint a second chair and then state who's going to be handling this case. All right. Mr. Garehan, on this case, are you all proceeding on this as a capital murder?
Sorry, Judge, I don't know which one this was.
Roberto Morgan.
Oh, okay, Judge. As in capital, I believe it's just
Murder
murder and as robbery.
Well, in count 1, you do have it as a murder, a felony murder.
Correct, Judge.
All right. And then count 2 is an aggravated robbery.
is Judge.
Okay.
And for the record, I was the court-appointed second chair to Suzanne Kramer where Mr. Aguilera filed his notice. So that's why I was.
Okay. All right. So
Hello.
I've granted the motion to have the second chair. And for the record, as she stated, he was previously appointed Ms. Suzanne Kramer as first chair and Ms. Guerrero as second chair. And that the attorney, Mr. Aguilera, was retained to make the bond.
Run the bond, yes.
All right. So we can go off the record. So on this case, where are we?
Now we finally hear the charges spelled out. Count 1, felony murder. Count 2, aggravated robbery. That pairing tells you this isn't a minor scuffle. It suggests a robbery that ended in someone's death, which is why the victim's family is in the courtroom hanging on every word. The defense lawyer notes she was already appointed as second chair before private counsel came in to handle the bond. And the judge essentially rebuilds that two-lawyer defense team. This is all about structure, who's lead counsel, who's second chair, and how they'll share responsibility as the case marches toward trial or a plea. It might sound procedural, but this is the foundation of a life or decades in prison case. Would you feel comfortable going up against a felony murder charge with only one overworked lawyer? Or does this two-attorney setup feel like the bare minimum in a situation like this?
Let me see where the other cases are set.
This one was supposed to be set for a bond reduction today. That's why we were out of order.
Okay. All right, Norma, when are the other cases set?
All of them were set for today, Judge.
Okay.
Only 2 are set for today. 1 was pushed for next week because the defense counsel was out.
All right, so then what we'll do is let's get a discovery date on this one. And we'll do, because of the nature of the offense, put me at 45 days for discovery. All right, so we're going to recall it July 24th for discovery. All right, and my understanding the complainant's family is here.
Yes, Judge.
And so, if you could move this way. To all the parents in the courtroom who are involved in some shape, form, or fashion with regards to these cases, I know that emotions run high. I thank you for not causing any problems coming up, so I appreciate that. So I just want everybody to know that all the people involved are deemed to be adults legally by the court. So I understand that emotions can run high, but I want to remind everyone, we can't do that inside the courtroom and hopefully not outside the courtroom. Just let the legal process, sort itself out. And so to all the persons who come down, who want to see something that is happening in regards to these cases, the first part of the legal process is for me to make sure that the defense has all their discovery so that if someone decides they want to go to trial, they can go to trial. It does no good for people not to have all their discovery and put them to trial, because then that's not fair. So everybody needs to have a level playing field that's fair. So that's what's happening today. So on all of these cases, if there are parents here today related to these cases, it's not going to trial today. It's being reset for discovery. And this case is being reset for discovery for July 24th. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Judge. Who be excused?
Yes.
And Judge, just so you know, I'm supposed to be on a murder trial on 186 that day, but I think Mr. Aguilera can help.
Yes, we're just doing discovery, but thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you. You're gonna appoint you.
Can I be excused?
Yes.
I was at a church 2 weekends ago.
So, let's zoom out on what just happened in this hearing. The judge drew a hard line between family emotions and legal rules. Parents, whether of the accused or the victim, can be present but cannot disrupt the process or sit in on confidential strategy meetings. We watched Roberto, barely 18 and 3 credits short of high school, confirm that he has no job, no assets, and can't even pay his own monitoring fee. Yet he's staring down felony murder and aggravated robbery charges. In response, the court appoints a second chair to make sure his defense team has the manpower to handle a serious, document-heavy case. Instead of a dramatic verdict, today ends with a reset for discovery on July 24th. And a reminder to every parent in the room, this is just the beginning of the legal process, not the end. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.